Good evening, option traders. This is Sam the Trader Geek with your Wednesday evening, December 4th, 2024 option review. Hope you had a great trading day, and we're looking at the day's results, which is all pretty much green for the day, with the NASDAQ up 1.3%, leading the way, S&P 100.81%, NASDAQ 100, the same kind of as the NASDAQ, and the Dow, everything in the green. And guess what? The VIX was up too. So up market, up VIX. I'll have more comments about the VIX in a couple of minutes, but we look at the sectors, the breadth was not that strong. In fact, there were more down stocks than up stocks in the S&P 500 today. Not so in the NASDAQ, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sectors when they're red, albeit utilities and healthcare down very, very slightly. But technology leading the way, say consumer discretionary, industrials, and communication services positive. So it was a positive day, new all-time high, but we didn't get broad-based participation. On the bond front, yields were down across the board. They did open up a little bit and came right back to LT, up about $1, helping our play and taking our next profit target. $1 was pretty much unchanged. Commodity, kind of a mixed bag. Precious metals were up. Natural gas a little bit, but the oil complex is just down, and so are the ag stocks, like corn, down a little bit. Crypto down across the board here, no green at all, but ever so slightly. XRP giving up 7%, and Litecoin down 6.4%. So a little bit of consolidation, never hurt anything. So let's take a look at the PIP, if I can get it to display properly. Come on. There we go. All right. And show the tabs only. And of course, this is not working, but I mainly want to focus on the industry. So you can see here, cryptocurrency stocks were up today about 3.7%. Software, 3.9%. Another wow for app loving. Internet stocks 2.9%. Anything that was tech related, cybersecurity up 2%. Taking it on the chin. Oh, what a surprise! Cannabis, oil and gas exploration. Not giving any love to our XLE play. Solar and energy, all kind of in the red today. Not sure what's going on there. China tech down 1.5%, and home builders were down 2.2%. So gold miners slightly. Look at the 5-day cryptocurrency stocks in the lead. Internet stocks and software also pretty good. Semiconductors having a little bit of a comeback over the last 5 days. NVIDIA had a pretty nice day. And over 20 days, cryptocurrency stocks still in the lead, with software kind of in second place. And what a shocker. Cannabis in last place in all time frames here. But cryptocurrency stocks have been stealing the show for quite some time now. And software is also doing well, with Snow and AppLovin and CRM software having good response to their earnings, even though I think they missed on some metrics. In any case, tomorrow we get the next invested percentage of the National Association of Active Investment Managers. See if they go over 100%, but 98.9% last week, as we talked about in the weekend video. I really wish this thing was working properly, but you can see a lot of green here. We have some stuff under the 5 moving average, very, very short-term oriented. 20 MA, lots of green here, and 50 MA, still a lot of green across the board. So overall, new all-time highs are always bullish, so you can't argue with that. Let's take a look at the charts. We're looking at the daily of the SPX. There's that new all-time high, and notice that it came exactly to the options implied expected move for the week. That was at 6089 and was turned right back at that point. Funny how close that can come. Doesn't mean it can't get up there in the next couple of days, but we have Thursday and Friday to go, but funny how it turned right back at the options implied expected move. So nothing bearish about this chart. Probably in need of a rest. MACD is solidly positive, and we are overbought on the RSI, getting to that 70 level today. So a slight pullback would not be unusual for the next few days. And I do think we're getting a pretty much overbought and due for some type of pullback next week. Tends to be a little bit of a pullback week before we get ready for triple witching the following week and Santa Claus rally into year end. Here's the NASDAQ we're looking at, hitting a new all-time high today, 21,498, finally joining the all-time highs. You can see here that the NASDAQ is at the upper Bollinger Band, so you could expect a little backing and filling. It doesn't have to, but we are outside the options implied expected move. We kind of got tangled up in there, and yesterday we took it out because the NASDAQ was up 263 points. There's that MACD, positive momentum, getting overbought at or near the 70 level. So NASDAQ joining the all-time high party today. Small caps, not doing a whole lot. You can see here, right in the middle of the range, this red line is the top of the options implied expected move. And this is the bottom of the options implied expected move. So we're really haven't gone anywhere since the 25th of November. And so we're holding the ADMA. And so we're just right in the middle of the range, going sideways, digesting this move. Hopefully the MACD turns back at the signal line, doesn't turn negative. And we are still near the overbought level for the small caps. Taking a look at what we have in terms of expected move for the rest of the week. Got 2 days to go. And we started the week with about 65 points. We still have 40 points into Friday in terms of an expected move, plus or minus. My guess with the non-farm payrolls on Friday, we are going to get more than that 40 point, be a buyer of short-term options, not a seller if you don't want to get run over. Looking at the VIX, we closed a little bit up today, as we saw earlier, 13.45. So if we look out to $1 out of the money to the 1450s, you can see that these are pricing at about $2.33 for the calls. $1 out of the money for the puts, they're pricing at about 8 cents. So essentially, the calls are pricing out 23 times the puts. I don't know what to tell you guys, but that tells me a pullback is on the way. They are hedging, and this is a sign to perhaps look to lighten up in the next few days. I think we're going to get an overbought pullback. Nothing scary, I don't think, but enough to scare the children into especially the late longs into the market. So be cautious. Don't get too complacent. I think you're going to see a pullback in the next 3 to 5 days, if not tomorrow, given where we are. If we look at the VIX chart, slowly bleeding, slight close right above the lower Bollinger Band. Now, if this closes below the lower Bollinger Band and snaps back up, then we will get a sell signal. And we got this right over here back on the 6th of November. And it didn't really last. It didn't amount to a whole lot. We just got a few days of sideways to down action, nothing significant. But we could get the same thing here if we close below the lower Bollinger Band and snap back. But MACD is trying to turn up on the daily here. And I could see, based on the options, fixed options purchases, that we could see a little bump up, maybe even up to the 50-day at 17.29. And a higher VIX means more of a pullback. So be careful out there. Taking a look now at our option trades. Let's bring those up. And that's not what I want. No. There we go. All right. Hopefully you guys are getting used to this option trade list. We currently have about 17 trades active. And we'll start out with Apple, which has been a beauty. We have a $10 wide call spread. We got another profit target today. So if you didn't take it today, $9 was hit today. And our next one is $9.50. It's a maximum width of $10 on the spread. So we'll probably close it out once we hit that 9.5 and maybe reposition on a pullback. But it's been a beauty. Took a few minutes to get going, but it did, and hopefully you're in it. AMD trying to find its footing and closing above the 21 EMA. We have a 135, 115 short put spread. We're well above the short strike. This expires in December, and that's in about 16 days. So we're finally getting profitable on this. We're up 59% on this. Nice to see AMD finally turn around, but the 50-day looms ahead. What is not working out so far is Alibaba. Can't seem to get any lift in these Chinese stocks. We do have until January on this, so it's still holding up above the 200-day. But we are down 2,159%. But actually, we sold this for a 6-cent credit, and right now we'd have to pay a debit. But I'm going to give this more time. We have a ways. Our stop is at 80, so we got a ways to go. BMY, not doing a whole lot, just meandering sideways here. We've taken 4 profit targets. Our next one is $7. I don't like the fact that the MACD has flipped over. The weekly still looks strong, so I'm going to key myself off of this. We do have a stop level at 55.75. That is a closing stop. But so far, so good. We've taken 4 profit targets, but hopefully it stays above the 21-day. If it doesn't, if it closes below there, then I might have to reassess and close out the rest of this. Datadog. Let's scroll this up here. Got another profit target today. Beautiful trade. Kind of worked out from the beginning. Love when that happens. So we took our next profit target, which was $17 today. And our next profit target is 19. So this has a maximum width of 20 bucks. So we're getting close to that maximum width. We're actually outside of our 130, 150. So we might have to reposition or close this out since it's been a successful trade, and we're not going to sit in this until February and give back a whole bunch. So this worked faster and stronger than we thought. And that's what happens sometimes with spreads. FXI, kind of like echoing what we have with Alibaba. This one has a $29 stop going sideways. I think we're about ready to start moving up. The MACD is still positive on the daily, but we just need some gas in the tank to get it going. But a lot of sideways action. We don't have a lot of time left on this. I may have to close this out and reposition because I do think a rally is coming in the Chinese stocks. I think what's happening right now is they're selling everything that has been down and buying the stuff that's up, and that's typical at year end. Now, here's a disappointment in Intel. This is a February play. Thought this one was ready to get going on the retirement of CEO Pat Gelsinger. And but 3 down days in a row, not a good start for our play here. I have a stop at 18.25. We're going to give this some room, but if we can't see some traction, I may have to just cut this short because we should be seeing better action. This MACD is negative and threatening to turn negative on the daily. We'll see if we get any love for Intel soon. IWN, as I said, with the rut going sideways, really hasn't done anything this week. We've taken 2 profit targets. We're looking for our next one at $6. We're currently up 114%, so we'll give this time to work since it is a January play. Lululemon. What a nice one this has been. They report earnings tomorrow, and I'm going to call this one and take this off before earnings tomorrow. So whatever it's trading at tomorrow, plan to close this trade ahead of earnings. We've made some good money. If you wanted to take some of your profits and hold them into earnings, you're welcome to do so. I am going to go to the sidelines. Normally, when I have profits, I might leave some on the table, but this has been a long time trade. It's come a long way, and there's good potential for disappointment that this might pull back a lot, and I don't want to give these profits back. So I will be out, plan to close this tomorrow, and I will put that in as an alert. Morgan Stanley. Not doing anything. We're still kind of at full value of the spread, and we just came in about a penny. Keeping an eye on this. If the financials, or this one in particular, is going to close below the 21 EMA, then we might have to take the rest of our profits and run with this. Financials are pulling back, but that's how it goes. Tech performs and financials pull back, or financial perform and tech pulls back. Have 2 profit targets, really nice on here. So we're still participating. Let's hopefully can continue to have this one, but we are near full profits on this. Our NVIDIA covered call, like I said, had a nice day today. We got a parabolic stop and reverse up here at around 147.40. If we can close above that, we can head for this all-time high for sure. But this one is kind of the slow trade. Covered call, we sold the 140 call, and we're finally up on it slightly after the rally today. Nothing to do here. We want this to expire above the 140 strike, so we maximize the profit potential, which was intended to be small in the first place, the way we did this one. SPG, we're up 25% on these calls. Actually, I think we're up more than this. I think the pricing is not coming in correctly. Let's see here. Sold that put at 60. Let's try this. The 170 put in December. Yeah, it's 40 cents. Not sure why it's pricing it out at 60. So I think we're at better than 50% profit on this one. Anyway, this expires on the 20th of December. We're, go back to the chart. We're about $11 away. MACD is negative, but this could meander around for a while, and our stop is all the way down here and shows the short strike. So we should be okay with this one. TLT popping today after dropping in the morning. Nice candle here. Hopefully we can keep this run going. We took our next profit target on here, second one at 75 cents today. And our next profit target, I'm going to set at $1.25. I think I put that in the spreadsheet, but not here yet. So I'll have to remember to put that in to here. So $1.25 TLT target. Tesla. We just started this trade. Scroll up a little bit. And we're up about 28% on here. Our first profit target is $7.75. We're nowhere near there, but that'll give us a 50% profit on our first tranche of this. So looking good, holding up, and hopefully we can get our first profit target soon. WSM, new all-time high here today, doing exactly what we wanted. Only bad part is that we didn't buy calls with the proceeds, but we're up 81% on this 160, 140 put spread. So we like that. And we like more of those. Now, disaster du jour is the XLE. I guess that's what you get for going to the well a second time in a row. Hopefully you didn't put too much into this one, but it's bouncing off the 50-day and closing this gap here. Let's see, did we close this gap? Yeah. No, not quite. We didn't quite get down to close this gap. Excuse me. But I'm not terribly concerned. Normal pullback in the energy names. I think we'll just have to be patient with this one. This is in January, and yeah, January play. But our stop is at 92. So if we get a close below there, I'll have to reassess. And I'm looking basically for a weekly close below 92. So if it closes tomorrow below 92, I'm going to give it until the close on Friday to right itself. There's a 200-day here, 50-day here. I think we could get a decent balance if oil cooperates. New play this week. So far, so good, but kind of the definition of a slow trade. 4 small down days in a row on XLF. We're up 17% on these puts. Counter trend trade, looking to try to get 50% on our first target. I wouldn't blame you if you took some off early here. At one point, we had about a 30% profit yesterday, and you know, it didn't quite hold it, so to speak. In any case, there's our profit targets. If we get to a new all-time high at 52, we'll close out this trade. Well, that's it for today. I have the spreadsheet here, which I'm updating for the existing trades. So you can see that here, the newer trades since November 22nd are not on here. And as soon as we get through all of these and close them up, then this will be retired. And I like the fact that I don't have to do double the work. If you have any questions, Sam the Trader Geek in the forum or at Trader Geek on Twitter. If you don't follow me already, give me a follow. Take care, have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow in forum.